idea what all these people are around me for, but I think I'm going to show something. Hey, how are you today? Oh, I'm just peachy. Can you tell me what's going on? Can you come here? Hey, what's going on?
The Star Wars audition is here.
What's Star Wars?
Star Wars is an awesome movie series.
Is that the one where this guy named Guido shot at Han Solo, then he retaliated?
Yeah.
So Guido shot first.
Sorry, I forgot.
Guido shot first, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you just do?
Well, I waited in line for a long time, and I got a meet and greet with the casting people for Star Wars Episode 7.
So what did they have you do?
They basically just looked over my resume and my headshot and said that, oh, you did, like, theater, so do an audition for us.
So are you a big fan of Star Wars?
I am a big fan of Star Wars. I have been for a while. I kind of like the older ones instead of the newer ones.
Okay, well, I've been getting a lot of questions for my Facebook page. One question is R2-D2. Does he come with a hose?
I would think so. I don't know.
You think he comes with a hose?
Maybe.
I mean, he kind of looks like a fire hydrant, right?
Yeah, he does look like a fire hydrant. A blue one, yeah. Blue and white one.
Hey, who shot first?
Han Solo!
One person out of all of this. So I heard you're like a superstar.
I wouldn't say a superstar per se, but I've worked on some films, so but I wouldn't go all the way to superstar yet.
How other casting calls, kind of match up with this one?
This kind of reminds me of the Real Steel casting call. It wasn't in Troy, it was in Birmingham, and it was in a giant warehouse, and we had everybody lined up. They took people in like groups of like 100. You turned in your headshot and resume. For that one, you were pretty much automatically booked, but that was because it was an extras gig. This is for actually 2 main roles, so they can't just obviously book everybody. But the same type of setup, they have the same type of 4 people lined up. Here's my headshot, here's my resume. Don't call us, we'll call you. So I would say it's kind of similar to that one, and then it differs from the Wizard of Oz one when they did Oz, the Great and Powerful. Unless if you had a very specific look, they told you, don't call us, we'll call you. But then if you had the specific look, they automatically booked you. So that's what I would say.
I feel like there's no true Star Wars nerds here. You'd think there'd be a real geek walking around here or something like that. Oh, hi,
Hi, I'm Misty Frickin' Mills, and let me tell you about my website, putmeinstarwars.com. I also do a Star Trek web series. I'm just kind of a confused nerd, but you can watch it at stociris.com.
I stand corrected.
I'm here with Melissa and Eddie today at the Star Wars auditions. All right, guys, so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did Han shoot first?
No, he did not shoot first. No.
Okay. All right, well, what is your favorite thing about Star Wars?
Oh gosh.
A lot, maybe.
Anakin. I love Anakin. Like, just seeing him throughout the movies develop into Darth Vader.
So you like the good storyline.
The character
going to the dark side.
I'm all about Queen Amidala, man. I like that Natalie Portman. I thought she pulled that off very nicely. Hot chick.
Misa Jar Jar Binks is.
So, Kelly, I have a question for you. What is the difference between an Ewok and a Wookiee?
I think one got washed on hot and it shrunk a little bit. The other one just didn't.
Okay. So we got little tiny teddy bears and big scary things.
Yeah, if they bred, I think it would be terrifying.
A Wookiee and an Ewok mating. That's a visual I did not need.
You're welcome.
I'm here with Alyssa, and Alyssa, you look like you're maybe 12. You're kind of cute and little. Are you old enough to drive a car? Do you have a license?
I am old enough to drive a car.
Okay, well, does your driver's license for your car also work for a land speeder?
No.
Oh, that's a separate one?
Yeah, I'd probably crash the other car.
Okay, well, what is your favorite thing about Star Wars?
I like the lightsabers. They're pretty cool.
That's the glowy sword thingies?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the red ones,
Okay, like Captain Kirk has.
like the bad guys.
Okay, and I have a question from Endless Grime. Do you think that Disney's going to mess this series up?
No, especially not if they're filming me.
Why do you look like a ninja zombie horde?
I mean, it's like I've played one in a short film or something. Like, wow, I know. I get that a lot.
You get that a lot.
Yeah.
So how'd this go? What did they do?
Well, I mean, after, 4 hours of sitting and waiting, I went up there, I shook her hand, she said, thank you for coming, and I left.
Okay, but you're a fan of Star Wars though, right?
Yeah, of course.
As I gesture with the sonic screwdriver.
Yes.
So let me ask you a couple Star Wars questions.
Oh, man, okay.
In a trash compactor, why would you put an octopus in a trash compactor?
That's actually a really good question. And, how did he get there? I mean, who was throwing away an octopus?
See, what I think is they're actually underneath the kitchen, and it just wasn't big enough. I think they were raising it, and they're going to have, a good seafood night or something. Because,
Right.
The stormtroopers work hard at missing when they fire, right?
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Hey, look, you must be somebody. You got a big camera. You got 2 big cameras. You got to back up with that one. Oh, I can't get everybody in. Coffee! Very few have coffee. It's kind of shocking. Anima! Oh, look, everybody smile for the
So
movie.
at Stormtrooper school, do they teach you how to actually shoot things?
He's gonna pick on it. Here you go. We were ordered to miss. Otherwise, the movie's over in 5 minutes. Duh.